Hi, thank you for calling ABC Healthcare. This is Renz. How may I help you?
Hi, Renz. I just want to follow up on an order I made yesterday.
Sure, sir. Let me pull your account. I'm gonna need your full name and date of birth for verification, please.
Oh, sure. My name is RJ Telia and my date of birth is May 7, 1990.
Thank you, sir. Okay, I see here that your order is a nebulizer. It will be delivered today at 4 p.m.
Yes, that is what the agent told me yesterday. We agreed that it would be delivered by 4:30, but it's already 5 right now. I am just wondering why it hasn't arrived yet.
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. I'm seeing here that your nebulizer are on the way. I think there is some reasons like heavy traffic, but don't worry, sir. It will arrive anytime soon.
Okay, I'm glad to know that it has already been dispatched. By the way, I will have to go to my appointment right now. Just note that my mom, Rosario de Guzman, will be the one receiving the equipment, okay?
Sure, sir. I notes here that Rosario de Guzman will be receive the neb and not you, sir, because you are gone for appointment.
Okay, Renz, thank you.
Thank you, sir. RJ. Bye.
Oh, you are here. I just had a conversation with an agent from a healthcare company. You see, agents are helpful. They fulfill a very special role in customer service to achieve customer satisfaction. I am satisfied knowing that equipment will arrive even though it will be late. Did you notice something about the agent? Were you raising your eyebrows while he was responding to me? Before anything else though, I would like to commend him for being kind and reassuring. He was able to address my concern right away, but he sounds a little odd to me. Was he not? I believe it is because of some minor grammar mistakes, but please do not get me wrong. I'm not being the grammar police in this situation. I just want to make a point that even though you are able to carry on a conversation in English where you are understood, even minor grammar errors can give the other person negative impression about you. Well, anyway, since we are talking about grammar, let us dive a little bit deeper into the subject matter. I am Teacher T and I'm welcoming you all to the 5th episode of TLE, Making Life Easy. Our learning module in TLE 10 Contact Center Services, page 77 reads,
Correct grammar is the key to all types of business communication. It keeps us from being misunderstood and lets us express ourselves and our ideas more effectively. As a contact center representative, you speak and communicate on behalf of your company. Your communication skills reflect the quality and standards of your company. Hence, it is important to be mindful of your grammar all the time.
How do you feel now, knowing that you will be representing your company in the future? Pressured? Excited? It depends, right? If you're confident that your grammar is already acceptable, you will definitely be excited. But if you feel that your grammar is a little problematic, it is like a heavy burden to bear, is it not? Do not worry though, you have the luxury of time. Just make sure to apply everything we will be learning from this day forward. And everything you will learn in our sessions will prepare you for a contact center job.
Aside from the structure of the sentence that we discussed in the last episode, you have to be mindful of the agreement of the subject and the verb in a sentence. Let us examine this statement from the agent I was speaking with earlier. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. I'm seeing here that your nebulizer are on the way. Where is the error here?
Yes, the agent is talking about the nebulizer, specifically of the one nebulizer that I ordered. So, the use of the verb are is not correct. Why it is wrong? Let us understand the basic subject-verb agreement rule to find out why. The most basic subject-verb agreement rule is that subjects and verbs must agree in number, singular or plural, and in person, the first, second, and the third person. By the way, do you know that our most common subject-verb agreement mistake happens in the present tense? Why? This is because it's the only simple present tense that has two tense forms. Do you remember these two forms?
Here's how. To form the present tense form of the verb, you must first identify the number, singular or plural, and the person of the subject if it is in third person. Why? It's because it is only the third person singular subject that uses the S or ES form of the present tense verb. All the other subjects use the base form of the verb. Therefore, you need to know what your third person singular subjects are. They are quite easy to remember. You only have two types of third person singular subjects, pronouns and nouns.
As far as third person singular pronouns are concerned, you will only need to remember three of them. They are he, she, and it. And what about nouns? Just remember that all singular nouns are third person singular subjects. They are the only subjects that require the S or ES form of the verb in the present tense. However, our sentence, "I'm seeing here that your nebulizer are on the way," is using one of the most complicated verbs in English. Do you know what verb this is? It is the be verb. I want you to really understand this verb because it has so many forms.
Let us look at this table of the be verb. Let us complete the present, past, and future tense columns with the correct forms of the be verbs in all these tenses. Be has three present tense forms. They are am for the first person singular pronoun I, are for the second person singular pronoun you, and for all the plural pronouns we, you, and they, and plural nouns, example, nebulizers. And is for the three third person singular pronouns he, she, it, and all singular nouns, example, nebulizer. It has two past tense forms. They are was for all singular pronouns and nouns, and were for all plural pronouns and nouns. It only has one future tense form. We form the future tense of be by just adding the modal will to it. So the future tense of be is will be, and the same form is used for all singular and plural pronouns and nouns.
Isn't it amazing that all these words, am, are, is, was, were, and will be, share the same base form be? So, to correct I am seeing here that your nebulizer are on the way, we would replace the plural form are with its singular form is, because the subject nebulizer is a singular noun. Our sentence now looks this way. I am seeing here that your nebulizer is on the way. A useful tip to remember, there is only one past tense form and one future tense form for each verb, whether the subject is singular or plural, and whether it is in first, second, or third person. The only exception is the be verb, which we just discussed. This means that as far as subject-verb agreement is concerned, we don't have to worry too much about our verbs not agreeing with their subjects in simple past and simple future sentences. Again, subject-verb agreement simply states that the subject and the verb must agree in number. This means that a singular subject takes a singular verb, while a plural subject takes a plural verb.
Examples: singular, the customer calls the hotline. Plural, the customers call the hotline.
Let us learn and remember these basic rules of subject-verb agreement.
Number 1. A phrase or clause in between the subject and the verb does not change the number of the subject. Examples: letter A. Charles, the agent who won many times, is my team leader. Charles A proper noun, though ends in es, is a singular subject, so we use the linking verb is, which is a singular verb. Letter B. The calls from that department are already escalated.
In this sentence, we might confuse department to be the subject because it is closer to the linking verb are. But do not get confused because you just have to determine what is being referred to in the sentence, regardless if it's closer or farther away from the verb. So, the calls, a subject that is plural would take are, which is a verb or linking verb that is plural.
Number 2. Indefinite pronouns as subject. Some indefinite pronouns require singular verb, while others require plural verbs. Letter A. Singular indefinite pronouns take singular verb. Each, either, neither, one, no one, nobody, nothing, anyone, anybody, anything, someone, somebody, something, everyone, everybody, everything. Example, no one is allowed to put the customer on hold for more than 2 minutes. Letter B. Plural indefinite pronouns use plural verbs. Several, few, both, many.
Example, several customers are ordering the mattress using a coupon. Several customers, plural, are, plural. Many accounts update today. Many accounts, plural subject. Update, plural verb.
Letter C. Some indefinite pronouns may either be singular or plural, like some, any, most, and all. If used with mass nouns, use singular verb. Examples, most of my water has been spilled. We cannot count water unless we put it in a container, so it will take singular verb has. If used with count nouns, use plural verb. Most of my coworkers are late. Apparently, most of my coworkers is a plural subject, therefore, it takes plural verb. Number 3. Compound subjects. Letter A. If the subject is compound and joined by and, use a plural verb. Example, the customer and the supervisor are still in a conversation. The customer and the supervisor are 2 people, hence it takes plural verb are. Letter B. Joined by either or and neither nor. If the compound subject is joined by or nor, the verb agrees with the subject closer to it. Example, neither the customers nor the shop owner keeps receipts. In this example, the subject shop owner is closer to the verb, so it takes singular verb keeps. But if the statement goes like this, neither the shop owner nor the customers keep receipts, you observe that the singular verb keeps in the previous statement becomes keep, a plural verb in the latter statement because customers, which is closer to the verb, is plural. Now, an example statement using either. Either the recording or the notes have been found. Since notes is a plural subject, have, a plural verb, is used in the sentence. By the way, has is the singular form of the verb have. Number 4. Inverted subjects. The subject is inverted if it comes after the verb, yet the verb should still agree with the subject. Example, here are my notes.
Where is the subject? Yes, we have notes as our subject here. So, the use of are is correct. Notes is plural, are is plural. Interrogative sentences also have inverted subjects.
Example, is there an ongoing sale? An ongoing sale is singular, as indicated in the article an. So is correct. Number 5. Collective nouns. A collective noun is a noun that refers to a group of entities that may be considered either as individuals or as one larger entity. Collective nouns are considered singular and take singular verbs. Example, the audience claps their hands.
This example is confusing. If you think that audience mean is referred to many spectators, however, the trick is to determine if the collective noun is considered as a group, like in faculty means a group of teachers, or class means a group of students.
Number 6. Titles. Titles of books, movies, stories, and the like are always singular, thus singular verbs must be used. Example, Letters to Juliet makes me cry.
We might confuse the subject letters to Juliet as plural because of the noun letters. But since it is a title of a single book, the subject is then considered singular because basically the speaker is referring to a title of a book or a movie.
Number 7. Plural form subjects. Nouns that are plural in form but are singular in meaning take a singular verb. Example, mathematics, linguistics, Philippines, etc. The Philippines is a republic.
This is an exception to the rule where it says that noun ending in es or s is plural because there are nouns that are singular but end in an s. The Philippines is a single country. Hence, we use is as linking verb here.
Here is another example. Mathematics gives me headache. Where the verb gives is in singular form because mathematics is only one academic subject. Number 8. The number, a number. The phrase the number of uses a singular verb. Example, the number of callers is greater today. As opposed to the phrase a number of, which uses a plural verb. Example, a number of callers are satisfied.
Actually, there are many rules that we did not tackle in this episode. You will learn along the way as you practice speaking in English. It is good to have people who will help us correct our mistakes. It may sometimes be discouraging, but it's not up for the critics to choose how we will respond. We can choose to be grateful when other people notice our mistakes and use that as a basis for improvement. Let us have a 10-item quiz. To test your understanding, I will show you a statement and you are going to pick which verb agrees with the subject. Just point your answer or say it out loud.
Number 1. The agent puts the customer on hold for 2 minutes. The answer is puts. Number 2. All of her advice were rejected. The answer is was. Number 3. The computer and telephone are the primary equipment for contact center job. The answer is are. Number 4. Neither the agent nor the customers are to be blamed. The answer is are. Number 5. There's some concerns. The answer is are. Number 6. Is there anything I can help you with? The answer is. Number 7. The 7 habits of highly effective people helps develop a positive attitude and behavior. The answer is helps. Number 8. The team hopes to have new project? The answer is hopes. Number 9. A number of applicants were hired yesterday. The answer is where. Number 10. The number of satisfied customers have increased since we transitioned to a new system. The answer is has.
How many wrong answers have you got? Well, I'm expecting that you will say nothing. But if by any chance you're still confused, you may rewatch this episode or find other subject-verb agreement lessons from YouTube. I hope that I was able to earn the privilege of your time today. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been Teacher T, making life easy.